Hi, my name is Sharon, and I am an advocate of MYTERN as a tool to use in my everyday life with my family. I've even used it in my professional life. So I'd like to share with you how I've used the MYTERN language. First of all, I've used it at home with my daughter, and as a parent, sometimes I find myself on the red road, as I'm sure many of you can relate. And sometimes it's not that reasonable, and sometimes I'm out of control on that red road. So I've found it quite useful when we've come home from school, and I recall a situation where we had an hour from school pickup to get home, have afternoon tea, get changed into our taekwondo gear and get off to that activity. And I had not a great day, so I was a little bit flustered and frustrated, and Charlotte, as wonderful as she is, was perhaps not moving at the pace I would have liked. And I snapped at her, as you do sometimes when you're on that red bumpy road out of control, and that's where I was. As soon as I snapped, I was cross with myself, and I said sorry and apologised to her and said, I'm really sorry, Charlotte, Mummy is on the red road and I just need you to give me 5 minutes and do the things I've asked so that we can have a great afternoon. And she understood that language and she gave me that time. One of my pets is just to have 5 minutes on my own, and she knows that. So she straight away knew what she had to do to help me to get back onto the green road. And I was able to do that, and we had a great afternoon and we got off to our activity. Another thing that I have done with MYTERN is I've used it in my professional life. So I work with clients going through transition from one job to another, or sometimes transitioning into retirement. And I've found that emotionally it's a huge roller coaster. And the MYTERN language has really helped some of those clients to see where they're at, and not just see it, but understand that it's okay to be there. It's okay to be angry or sad or frustrated or disappointed and be on that red road. But it's trying to teach them to be in control on that road, and how that's okay and that feels different. And the language is so simple that straight away they get it. And when you're in a situation where you're going through change and emotional change that can really impact your life, you don't always have the same capacity that you normally do. So a simple language like the MYTERN language really helps people to take control, and whether they're on the red or the green road, know that it's okay as long as they've got control of that steering wheel. So I hope you've found that helpful. I know my hardest thing initially was working out what were my pets, and for me it's time. It might be time, 5 minutes just to regroup for myself, or to have a bath without interruption. I know my daughter, she likes music or reading, or I think quite often it's very similar. It's having that time to just have to yourself. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a thing, but it can be. It can be a thought, somewhere that you go to escape. But I would encourage everybody to really embrace the MYTERN language and use it in your everyday life, because it's really powerful.